What's happening, people? We here, semifinals, UEFA Champions League, the big matchup. What's up, Instagram? Sam Rat, Helio wants food. What's happening? It's time. Big powerhouse matchup today. Got that new Kendrick beat in the background. Did y'all hear that new Kendrick? Little new Kendrick Drake diss. We love rap beefs. We love rap beefs. We also love big-time matchups. None bigger than this one right here. YouTube, what's going on? Tap in with me. Instagram, we're here. The lineups are out. That's the first thing we'll talk about today. Real Madrid has made it to the semifinal yet again. Bayern, again playing Bayern Munich. Man, the powerhouses, the amount of trophies between these two teams, the changeover that's happened this year for both teams and where we thought they would be versus where they are right now. Munich bringing in Harry Kane after winning their championship for the 12th year in a row last year, thinking they're going to do amazing things, yet Leverkusen smacked them. Already won the league, and there's still, 4 games left in Bundesliga, 3 or 4 games left. Versus Real Madrid, technically in a rebuilding year, right? You know, won the UCL a couple years ago. And now, Sir Lancelot, what's up? Happy Tuesday to you, brother. Welcome in on YouTube. Again, if you're watching on Instagram, we're going to be live here for the next about 25 minutes, and then we'll be fully live on youtube.com/eatprayball. Make sure you tap in with me. Yeah, man, we got Real Madrid, which this was technically a rebuild year for them, and boy, did they rebuild. The boy Jude Bellingham really showed out, has produced way more than anyone would have expected out of him in just this season, and I mean, it's still a battle of two titans. Harry Kane, how many goals does Harry Kane have this year? Hold on. I will let you know right now. Harry Kane still in 31 matches has 35 goals and 8 assists. I mean, that's prolific. That's in the Bundesliga alone. 7 goals and 3 assists in 10 matches in the Champions League. He's doing his thing, right? Harry Kane is doing his thing. It's not his fault. I mean, it is his fault, right? He's brought the curse with him. We all know that. But again, Bayern are not a team to be played with, yet Real Madrid do not look like losing. Who do we have? Who do y'all have? So let me get to the lineups really quickly. They are finally out. Let me go tap back in really quickly. My computer is moving slow. Oh, Jason, we're here. Raul Moreno, what's happening? Champions League starting in less than 30 minutes. We're coming up on it soon. What are the things to watch out for today? Let's take a look. Man. Okay. For Bayern, usually I throw these things up, but because of the multiple formats here on Discord and YouTube and Instagram, I'm just going to let y'all know. Bayern starting off with Manuel Neuer at keeper, the super keeper. Will he go down as the greatest keeper of this generation? I've already put up that Toni Kroos is the greatest midfielder, the greatest number 8 of this generation. And I still have yet for anybody to prove me wrong. Straight up. So is Manuel Neuer the greatest keeper of this generation? It's possible. He starts in goal. They got Eric Dyer and Kim in the back. I don't know what's going on with De Ligt, but it looks like Mi-jae Kim from South Korea, the 27-year-old South Korean, is going to hold up that center back position as of right now. Is he? I'm gonna double check if De Ligt is injured or suspended for this game, but I wouldn't have thought so. I thought the cards refresh anyway. We got Mazraoui on the left, Joshua Kimmich on the right, Lamer and Goretzka holding up those number 8s in the middle, running up back and forth, with Thomas Muller getting the start, the OG, triple OG, Leroy Sané on the right, Jamal Musiala on the left, they're going to crisscross and turn into different patterns. It'll look like a 4-2-2-2 at times, as I'm sure Sane will be jetting forward. Musiala will be floating more towards the middle, and Mueller, he finds space wherever. He finds space anywhere. He is a consummate professional, a baller, and a winner. So, and don't forget about the boy Harry Kane up top. Again, 35 goals in 31 Bundesliga matches, 7 goals in 10 matches in the Champions League. He's prolific, but he comes up against a very, very solid Real Madrid side. Way more solid than we would have ever thought. Real Madrid, I am predicting them getting to the final with this side. Look at this team, man. Lunin in goal. This is their third string, damn near fourth string keeper. They had to bring in Kepa. He hasn't got a run. Thibaut Courtois is back healthy, and he is on the bench. Not sure if he'll be used. Not sure if he's even being rushed back. It seems a little aggressive, but here he is. Hold on, let me tap in with my IG people. Jason, what's happening? YouTube, what's happening? We are here. We've got, the computer's moving slow today. We've got Lunin in goal, the third string keeper making it happen. Again, another perennial professional. Lucas Vasquez is holding up that right defense, right wing back, with Rudiger and Nacho Fernandez in the center. That seems to be a lot better partnership than just trying to makeshift something. And again, the boy Ferland Mendy coming back on the left side. He's a baller. He's making me think, does Alphonso Davies even need to be transferring to Real Madrid? Can he get in with a younger and seemingly better play style in Ferland Mendy? We'll see. Chouameni, and guess who I talked about in the middle with him? None other than the greatest midfielder of this generation, Toni Kroos. It took me a long time to get to terms with it, but I'm there, man. I'm fully there. The man has won everything multiple times even. He's always been a starter in the biggest games, as you see here. Modric is going to be on the bench starting on the bench, but definitely we'll see him come off probably later in this game to bring that extra fire. Rodrigo's going to be on the left flank doing his thing. He gets up and down the field. Valverde on the right. I'm expecting that to shift a little bit too. That's an interesting lineup. A 4-4-1-1 is what they have it for Ancelotti, but we will see as we get closer to the game how it will be. Bellingham in the 10 position, we know that. Number 5, but he's a double. Number 5, double to 10. That's our boy Jude Bellingham. Actually, he's a what is he? A 8 plus 2 and a 9 and a 10. He's everything. Honestly, he's literally everything for this team. He's done so much. Talk about stats. Let me give you a Jude Bellingham for the year so far, which is crazy. 17 goals in 25 La Liga matches, along with 4 assists. 4 goals in 8 matches and 4 assists in the Champions League. Man is absolutely balling. And I don't have a stat that so easily that I can pull up for this, but the amount of game winners in big games that he's had is unprecedented for this year. I mean, he's absolutely single-handedly destroyed Barcelona. We saw it at the Clasico at the weekend. Did his thing, always comes through in the clutch. He is a big game player, and he's going to be big in this game coming up. And obviously, we got Vinicius Jr. up top. I'm expecting that to kind of mold Bellingham, Vinicius, and Rodrigo to kind of float up top however they will, and then Valverde getting up and down that wing and helping Chouameni and Kroos out in the midfield. That's really what I'm expecting. What are y'all expecting? What is the score today? Do you think it'll be tense? They're starting off in Munich. We know Bayern didn't get a good start at home the first time when they played Arsenal. So we're going to see what they do here. What's up, Mookie Footballer Clothing? Tapping in. HopDog7 joined on Instagram. Again, y'all, in about 20 minutes, I'm going to go live only on YouTube. So make sure you tap in. And please, once you tap in, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to grow my following, grow my community of ballers. 1-to-1 is what Mookie's saying. That seems a little too tight for these two teams. I will say neither of these teams have the best defense, and both of these teams seem to have some power up front in the offense. So 1-1, I don't know. I'm thinking more like 3-2 Madrid, you know. But again, it's the first leg. We saw how crazy the first legs of the quarterfinals were. I'm hoping, please, Lord, do not let the quarterfinals be the best round in the Champions League this time around. I don't want to see that. I want to see continued attacking style play. I'm so glad. I've said this on the program before. I'm so glad that we've gotten rid of the away goals rule. It just ruins the first leg of football. And that's, what's the point of 2 legs? Shantique is saying 3-1. 3-1 who, Shantique? Who you going for? Yeah, I should have known. Madrid. A la Madrid. I feel like the world is going for Madrid, which is interesting. I mean, why not? I'm going for Madrid myself. But it kind of gives Bayern that fire, right? Bayern want to come in, want to show being the underdogs in this competition ain't nothing. It really should be Madrid who are the underdogs. But y'all, don't forget about Bayern. Don't forget about Musiala, who will be dancing in the box. He's going to keep Rudiger and Nacho busy. Don't forget about Leroy Sané, whose speed is going to have to be contended with for the likes of Ferland Mendy and Rudiger and Nacho and Lucas. It's a lot going on. What other predictions do we got? Instagram? I'm checking in with you. Who are you expecting? Lancelot on YouTube says, Lunin started the year bad, and now he's been a key player. Big facts. Bayern are mentally exhausted. That's an interesting one. I don't know, man. I think Bayern might be a little bit freer now that they know that there is no chance of winning the Bundesliga, right? This is all they have to focus on. And Harry Kane needs a trophy. I don't know what he's going to do if he doesn't get a trophy. What would you feel? Who are going to be the key players of this first leg? Lunin, I feel like Lancelot said Lunin. That'll be a really interesting one. Shantique said Bayern are the most dangerous when underdogs. I'm right. Yeah, I think Bayern coming out with everybody betting against them is probably the best thing for them. It'll just allow them to play their game, get high in the attack. They're going to leave. I know Real Madrid is going to leave a lot of space in the counterattack. I'm curious. Again, this game is starting off in the Allianz Arena in Munich. Who is going to come out with more fire? Is it up to Bayern to come out and set the precedent? That's going to be the question. And if so, who is going to do it? Is it going to be Leroy? Is it going to be him? We've seen him in semifinals before. We've seen him in the Champions League before, even last year. Taking it upon himself, trying to take shots. We saw that against City the last time around. Who is going to be the game changer? We already know Jude Bellingham is a walking game changer. So we know when the going gets tough, you got to play the full 90 minutes against my boy Jude because he's going to be out there. He's going to be active. He is a horse. He is a dog. He just keeps running. He don't play. So we got some of that going on. What other storylines do we got? Let me tap in again with YouTube. Footballer Clothing tapping in on YouTube. We're here. Bayern is rejuvenated and will limp their way to the finals. Ugly football. It's funny that you say that, too, because we've seen so much beautiful football. We've seen so many bangers and whatnot. We want to know what it's going to take. We're into like Jose Mourinho settings where it might take a team playing ugly, dirty, downright dirty football to win this tie. Again, it's 2 legs. They have some time. Both teams have time. But, I'm really curious about the matchup between Rudiger and Harry Kane. I mean, it's going to be all out. We see Rudiger's a menace. Rudiger is one of the best players. Talk about Jude as a transfer. Rudiger, one of the best players to be pushed over to Madrid, and he has really held down that back line, especially despite all the injuries they've had. Lancelot says, based on the last Bayern results in the UCL, I think the game will end 2-2. I think that's respectable, and that's probably what Madrid want. I'm not sure if that's what Bayern want. I think Bayern need to come out with fire because winning at the Bernabeu, at the brand new state-of-the-art Bernabeu with this Madrid team, I can't see it happening, man. I don't see that happening at all. Goretzka for Bayern, Shantique says, is going to be a big-time player. I feel that. The midfield is going to be a huge battle. I'm curious how open it will be at the start. A lot of these games in the quarterfinals were super open at the start, especially in the first leg. I know Real Madrid would want to control the midfield. Yeah, I agree with you, Shanti. Goretzka is going to be really important and interesting in this game. I want to see how Joshua Kimmich fares getting up the field. You know, he's going to have Valverde. Actually, I guess he's going to have Rodrigo and Vinny kind of running down his gut. We'll see how defensive he stays versus getting up the field and getting into the attacking part of the pitch and into the field of play. We're going to see how that goes. I'm going to bring up some of these betting spreads as well. It's always fun to see what these bookmakers have for these games. Bear with me. Lancelot says, maybe Tuchel will try to score more than 2 or 3 goals and go to Madrid to defend a result. I think that's Bayern's best bet. You want to go to Bernabeu and with some confidence and with some goals in aggregate in your favor. Like, I think Tuchel's best bet is to try to go and punch Madrid in the mouth here at home immediately. We got the Bavarians in the stadium, got all the beers out. Munich is ready. Yeah, I agree with you, Lancelot. Yeah, I think Tuchel needs to get this team into the goal-scoring mode. You know, get Harry Kane started as active as possible. A lot that I haven't seen from Bayern, and again, I don't watch Bundesliga a lot, so this is all from Champions League. But I'm not seeing a lot of like setup play and crosses into Harry Kane for him to go up and just win a header. I also don't see a lot of Kane dropping as deep as he usually does to be the playmaker. I know he's tried that. I thought it would look good. I've seen it in the Bundesliga, and it's looked good with Leroy Sané running off of him. But I haven't seen it in the Champions League. Maybe I just have a relative memory. I'm only thinking about Arsenal, who obviously claimed 70% of possession or more. But that'll be something to look out for sure. Let's look at some sports lies. Oh, let's see. Give me a second, and while I pull that up, check in with my Instagram. Instagram, who are you excited about? Who are you seeing get into the final? Obviously, we have Dortmund and PSG coming up tomorrow. That's going to be a big matchup. We'll be talking about it. I'll be back live at 11:30. But are you seeing a PSG Bayern final? Are you seeing a Dortmund Real Madrid final? Are you seeing a straight German final like we had in what year was that? Man, 2018? Can't even remember at this point. Can we see that happening? I don't think so. I don't think anybody wants that either. I think people want Madrid and PSG, to be honest. That's what I want. I'm going to let you know straight up. I want to see Madrid and PSG. We'll talk about PSG and Dortmund more, but I think Madrid have a lot to do. It is not going to be easy for them. It hasn't been easy for them this whole campaign, and they're just able to dig it out. So we're going to see. We're going to see. We got about 10 minutes till kickoff. 10 minutes till kickoff. Let me show you what the sports books are talking about. Come on now. Where are we at? Guess I got to log in. While I wait for that, has anybody heard this new Kendrick Lamar Drake diss? Is anybody up on the rap beef? Let's see. Here we are. Live betting, baby. Give me some Champions League. Yeah, man, I thought Kendrick had some bars. He has some bars, but I don't know. It felt a little soft. That's just my personal opinion. That's all I know. Oh, Shantique said he nuked Drake. That's how we feel? That's interesting. I thought he definitely had some bars, but nuke, I don't know. Maybe we gonna have to see. Dortmund's the only team that can beat Madrid, Shantique believes. Wow. I can't see that at all. I can't see Dortmund getting past PSG. PSG barely squeaked by in the group stage, and I think they've learned from that. They've grown from that. They were a different team in the group stage. Again, if you haven't seen it, go to my YouTube right now. Make sure you bookmark my trip to Newcastle, where I saw PSG get dismantled at St. James Park. That is a completely different team than what we're seeing now, heading into the semifinal. Lancelot said the Dortmund Bayern final was in 2013. Oh man, was it that long ago? That's crazy. Yeah, that final didn't do much for me. It's between that one and, oh my God, Tottenham, Liverpool, some of the worst UCL finals I've ever seen. Chelsea City is probably a close third. It wasn't the exciting final at all, but obviously Chelsea lifting the trophy at the end, that did the damn thing for me. Let's see. All right, I'm finally getting to these spreads. Why would they have Champions League so far down? All right. Bayern Munich are at plus 125. Real Madrid are at plus 200. So even though the world seems to be pushing towards Madrid, or at least everybody tapping in over here on the Instagram and YouTube, Bayern are actually, by bookmakers' odds, the favorites to get through this. If you put down $100, you can win $125 for Bayern to win. If you put down $100, you can win $200 if Madrid wins this game. Obviously, it is in Munich, and these are very tight teams, so this is just showing kind of home field advantage a little bit. Let's go deeper into the Champions League. We got props. And I love these props, man. Again, I'm not a big sports bettor. But just looking at these odds and these spreads really make the game interesting, make you think about a lot of things. Rodrigo to have 4 or more shots and 2 or more shots on goal and 1 goal. That's a proposition. That's plus 1,025. So you put $100 down and Rodrigo has a goal and 4 or more shots, 2 or more on goal. You're getting $1,000. That's an interesting one. For Jude Bellingham to have a goal and Rodrigo to have 3 shots on goal, you're winning $1,050 if you put down $100. These are crazy props. Let me go to the most that you can get. Plus 2,000, meaning if you put $100 down, you win $2,000 if Rodrigo has 5+ shots and Real Madrid win. That don't seem like a tough bet to throw a little bit of money on. That do not seem like a tough bet. That means if you put $20 down, Hold up. If you put $20 down for Rodrigo to have 5 or more shots and Real Madrid to win, you're getting $400 out of that bet. That's not bad at all. We got some great props coming up. 5 minutes till kickoff. Anything else? Are there red card props, Shantique said. Let me double check because there should be. My boy, Coach Andrew Julian, just got the dub in the men's league Monday night playoffs with me. We here. Chelsea Bayern best final. Absolute best final. Shantique, are you a Chelsea fan? Absolute best final, bro. It was nail-biting from beginning to end, and then that Drogba header at the very end. Woo! We already remember. You see it sometimes on my program. It's hanging on my wall. I got the Drogba Champions League alternate jersey hanging up there for me. Let me double check. 100,000, 10,000% Chelsea fan. My man Shantique. I appreciate you tapping in with me, man. We need more Chelsea fans tapping in. I have a lot of Arsenal friends, and somehow they're the only ones who ever tap in with me. We changing that this year. Man, it looks happy in Bayern. Lancelot, the Dortmund Bayern. Okay, I'm still looking at YouTube, tapping around. Let me double check if there's any red card props, and then we're gonna get out of here and watch this game. Again, I'm predicting a Real Madrid win. It's probably gonna be a tie, but I'm predicting Real Madrid is just going to assert some kind of last-minute dominance. I think Bayern will go up, and Bayern will have the lion's share of dominance in the game. And I think Madrid will just eke out. 2-2. Somebody said 2-2. That sounds about right. I'm going to go with 3-2 Madrid. I'm going with 3-2 Madrid. Let's see if there's any red card props. CARD. No card props. Interesting. Yeah, man. No card props this time, at least on the sports book I'm looking at. I'm looking at Bovada out of Las Vegas. Um, yeah, let's see what else we got. Is there any other Champions League stuff? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna dig a little deeper. We got 2 minutes till kickoff. We're here in the Champions League theme come up right now. Tap in with me if y'all want to watch along with me. I'm on YouTube. Make sure you check the details in the description as well. Rudiger, Lunin, Nacho. The boys are ready. Neuer, Eric Dyer. What a resurgence in his career, right? Goretzka going to be important. Musiala, Sane. Why is Sane the smallest player on there? I didn't realize he was smaller than Musiala. Looking tiny on this team. And big man Harry Kane, obviously. All right, let's look at game props. And that's the last thing I'll do. Come join me on YouTube, youtube.com/@eatprayball. Both teams to score, yes, is -195. That means they are definitely seeing a high-scoring game. Both teams to score first half. They are not thinking that. That's at +260. You're winning $260 if you put 100 down for both teams to score at half. Let me see. Do we see any cards? Real Madrid to keep a clean sheet +370. That's an interesting one. Okay. We just heard from the announcer that De Ligt is missing because of injury. Bayern Munich over 1.5 cards is -175. Under 1.5 cards is 130 +132. Yeah, they're expecting some bookings in this game. Man, the most money you can win from these cards is if bench players get red cards, right? If Kepa Arrizabalaga comes on the field somehow and magically wins a card, and you put down $100, you can win $700. Yeah, the card props not the best this time around. It is game time, baby. I'm gonna hop off Instagram now and just sit back and enjoy. 1-1 halftime is what Coach Andrew Julian is predicting. I might agree with you. I think it actually might be 1-0 Bayern at half, and I think the second half might kick up. Jude to score. Mike Ryan, he is in the building. Jude to score is -175, brother. They are expecting it, the bookmakers. We're here. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Everybody wants Jude to score. Most likely, though, it'll be a Lucas Vasquez goal. Just mark my words. Lucas Vasquez or the boy, Valverde. They're ready for it. Okay, Instagram, it's game time. I'm about to sit back and cool out. My folks, appreciate you tapping in with me. Again, make sure you hop on the YouTube, youtube.com/@eatprayball. We're here, and I will holla at y'all on the other side of this game. Peace, Instagram. YouTube, what's happening? Okay. Game on. Manuel Neuer starts with it, with his long ball. Damn, and Madrid are coming out with some pressure. I love it. We're here, chat. Let me make sure. If you want to tap in with me on Discord, let me know. You can watch and be exactly synced up with me. Currently, I am at 34 seconds, 35 to be exact. 7, 8, and it's Leroy Sané with the first chance of the game. Bayern bringing that heat. Whew. The last game versus Frankfurt, De Ligt was leaving the stadium limping. Tough. Okay. So De Ligt is out because of a league play. I got you. Man, you remember when De Ligt had just gotten to Juve coming out of Ajax? He was the hottest thing, hottest center back coming out. The next Everybody was talking about the Van Dijk and De Ligt partnership, which is still a pretty good partnership. Did well in the World Cup, but it's tough for him to stay healthy. That's a tough one. Oh, Real trying to control pace out here, man. Jude, big man things. I'm interested in this Kim Gid. We'll see what it looked like. But again, Jude's coming from deep in the midfield to being the highest man up the field. Very, very familiar territory. That 1-2, though, on Leroy's left foot. It's a good save by Lunin already. We're here. Game on in Munich. What's happening? Till about here. This is interesting. Madrid are sticking to this lineup that actually shows this 4-4-1-1. Vinicius is coming back to help. And obviously Jude is dropping deep. But definitely looks like Valverde is kind of fixed on this right side. And as Jude roughly switches over to Rodrigo, Rodrigo is definitely holding down this left side. What's up, people? If you're tapping in, tell me where you're watching from, who you're supporting, what your predictions are for this first half. It's already started off with some good energy. It's not extremely open, but Leroy Sané has had the first and best attempt of the game so far. I do have that Kendrick Lamar diss track beat in my head still. I can't get it out of my head. Lancelot, you're in Brazil right now. Watching from Brazil, I'm not mad at you. So I know all those Brazilians are rooting for basically Team Brazil in Real Madrid. Is there even a Brazilian on the Bayern side? I don't think so. Lancelot, what we doing in Brazil, man? What we doing out there? Woo! You said not you. You're looking. You're going for Bayern. You want to see another what? You want to see another PSG Bayern final, or another team that wins? Sick of Madrid winning. I'm not mad at you for that. I'm not mad at you at all. But Bayern's what? Bayern's third on the list of winners, so it's not like this is quite a different team. We want to see PSG. That's what we want to see. But we'll get to that tomorrow. I'm looking too far ahead of myself. Ooh. Okay, Sané and Harry Kane are coming with some intricate passing. Wow, Sane is through again. What a touch. What a horrible touch, Sane. Sane's expected goals have to be a lot higher than his conversion rate. Just based on his speed, yeah. Commentator said he looked a little rusty, and I agree with that. I don't know what he's doing. Huge chances. He could have 2 goals in this game. Got the old men. Lancelot said, respectively, we need something. Too much Hala Madrid. I ain't mad at you on that. It's a lot. But seeing these brothers and this all black kit and these gold letterings, it's tough not to be it's tough not to like Madrid, especially as a neutral supporter. But again, only for this game. I want to see a Madrid PSG final. I don't know. I just feel like it'll be open. There's only one leg. I don't want to see Sane missing shots in the final. That's not really what I'm here for. I want to see clutch versus firepower versus firepower. And a Dembele, Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Jude type of firepower game, man. But again, I'm way ahead of myself. We got weeks to go. We got, a month to go before we can even see those results. Did you hear the...
I saw that it came out, but I haven't listened to it yet. You listened to it already?
Yeah. Oh! And Kane trying to catch Lunin off his line. Bayern are coming out the way they should be. They're coming out firing. They're coming out knowing they're at home, and they know they need to get something from this game. Good little turnover for Jude in the midfield, and then Kane not far off. I got people in my in some of my group chats. They're actually in Munich right now, saying it is lit. That is definitely a destination on the Eat Pray Ball travel wish list. I definitely want to go out to Bavaria and check out Munich and see what the stadium atmosphere is like at that Allianz Arena. Man, Bayern are up the field, bro. Rodrigo's here trying to play. Ball out of bounds. Whew, tough out here. Again, make sure you tap in with me on Discord. Let me know what you think if you want to watch along with me. I am at the 10th minute, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and queue up. That's how me and my boys queue up whenever we're watching, just FYI. Yeah, Bayern. Bayern are dominating possession. And just like I said at the pre-show that I hadn't seen a lot of Kane dropping deep, that's exactly what he's doing in this game. He's doing the vintage Kane. Dropping deep into the midfield. Top of the box, Musiala. Left foot. No dice. Did they say Thomas Muller was starting? I don't see him at all in this game. I'm tripping. He was the one who passed the initial ball. Okay. After St. James Park's, which other stadiums have I been? Not that many, not as many as I need to go to. I've been to more World Cup stadiums. Obviously, I went to, you know, 3 or 4 stadiums in Qatar for the World Cup, which were interesting, freshly built. In terms of old school stadiums, I went to Anfield after St. James Park. I also have a vlog of that up. Good environment, good atmosphere. Obviously, a different game setting. They were playing in the Europa League. Was nothing like the excitement at St. James Park. I don't think I've been to a more lit environment, soccer-wise. Also went to a Champions League game at the Parc des Princes in France, in Paris. It was 2020 or 2019. Paris played Genk. No, they didn't play Genk. They played Bruges, from Belgium, the Brussels team. That was a fun game. Messi scored 2, Mbappe scored 1. The park is a good environment too. They just have this big ass track around the field, which pushes you further away from the field, which I do not like. I like more intimate atmospheres. I've been to the bridge. I've been to Stamford Bridge, but during the summer for no games. I just went to tour the stadium. Would love to go see a match at the bridge, especially before they try to. I don't even think they can add to it before they try to like build a new bridge. We'll see, but yeah, those are the highlights. I also went to the World Cup in 2014. Got to see the Maracanã Stadium. Got to see Brazil play in it. That was a big game. Saw Ivory Coast play Colombia as well. That was essentially the introduction of James Rodriguez to the world. That was a fun time. So I've been to a few stadiums, but definitely want to get to more European stadiums, especially in these kind of environments. I'm still surprised that Eric Dyer couldn't get on the field for Tottenham, but this man is in the Champions League semifinal, looking like the calmest and best center back out here. I don't know if Andrew is still on the in the chat. I was playing center back for my men's league team yesterday. Ooh, what a ball to Mueller. Valverde got to get up the field, man. Lino. Look at Jude. He's like, who are y'all passing to? Madrid look a little low energy, man. Leroy Sané looked like he'd been on the beach. Mm. Yeah, Lancelot, I'm glad you actually made me think about it. It is a great list of stadiums thus far. It's definitely a great list. I definitely want to add to it. I've been a big travel fan for a long time, and it wasn't until I went to that Brazil 2014 World Cup where now whenever I travel, and this is domestically or internationally, I'm making sure that I can check out some kind of game somewhere, and there always seems to be a game. This is Madrid's first. Look at Jude. Momentum has shifted. Madrid seem to be getting some footing in the final third of Bayern. Get a switch, Jude. I love how Jude plays so much, man. It reminds me of how I've always wanted to play. Just a big man, good foot skill, can float around the field, find spaces, and find his teammates. There's a lot to say about never losing the ball, though. I don't see Jude just lose the ball. This man, Tony Cruz, has got everything under control, too. Switch, Vinny. Mendy. Gives the ball away. Man, Kane is everywhere. Now Kane's popped up on the right side, on the right flank. That's got to be a foul. No foul. Wow. Yeah, Lancelot, I got to be honest, I'm a lot more neutral than I thought I would be. I still want to see good ball, and I want to see Madrid eke it out after the end of second leg, but I would not mind if Bayern run it up on Madrid if they're not playing well. I just want to see the best team win. Wow, Kane. Not the ball, but great movement. Madrid is saving energy for the second half. Facts. Easing into this game. Kroos, what an interesting ball. Right on the money to Vasquez, though. Bellingham, great touch, bruh. First Madrid corner. Here we go. About to tap back into the betting sites real quick, see what they talking about. You want to lose your money. That's the way to do it. You want to lose your money, sports bet. Bayern Munich are still plus 76. Real Madrid have dropped to plus 390 to win this game. That's just the overall. The bookmakers are looking like are feeling like Bayern has the advantage right now. Oh, Vinny, what a waste of a set piece. Dog's over here having lucid dreams. Man, what an amazing thing for Madrid to have a utility man like Lucas Vasquez. Just as good attacking as he is defending. Very clutch. Has scored some clutch goals for Madrid in the last 4 or 5 of their Champions League winning. That was a foul. Referee. Sane is isolated. Yeah, he's not doing much with that. Good morning, baby, the French bully. Do you want to say hi to the chat real quick? Say hi to the chat. Say hi to Lancelot tapping in from Brazil. What's happening? So underrated is Vasquez. Yes, Lancelot. So underrated. And so critical for this team. So critical for Zidane. Zidane's three-peat had Lucas Vasquez all over it. I mean, he was starting him over Bale. Baby the French bully Lancelot says hello. We're going to start up a YouTube page for Baby the French bully soon. Blessings. Commentators are talking about how the Zidane Madrid team dismantled Pep Guardiola's Bayern team and Cristiano and the rest of the bunch. Ooh, Kroos and Vinny with the eyes. The first goal goes to Madrid. That was beautiful. Kroos gave Vinny the eyes. Vinny turns and woo! Take a look at this replay, man. That's beautiful ball. And again, you can't really coach that. That is a connection between players. First blood to Real Madrid. Let me see what the bookmakers are talking about now. Look at this. Kroos looks at Vinny, moves him. Vinny just turns. What a ball. What a ball from what? The greatest midfielder of this generation. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what they say. And they're saying Madrid was doing a rope-a-dope. Lulling y'all to sleep so they can counter on you one time real quick. Kroos just picked that ball up in the midfield. It's so crazy how my respect level for Kroos has just increased over just the course of this year. Real Madrid have shifted to negative 155, all the way from plus 320. And it looked good for Bayern, but now they got to play. Yeah, Lancelot, the chemistry is next level. I mean, you think about Kroos and Vinny, they've probably had a 5-6 year relationship at this point. I mean, yes. You see it on Instagram, the little best friends beat strategy any day. I mean, it really does. Ancelotti has this team seeming like they are just all besties. The chemistry is uncanny. And here's another ball, hopeful. Wow. It's a game now. Bayern got smacked in their face at home. As a Laker fan, I know exactly how that feels. Yo, if Leroy Sané only had a right foot. Yeah, Leroy's doing his thing. I'm seeing Musiala a little bit. Kane early on. Haven't seen a lot of Thomas Muller. I guess he was the one who just played that ball. But he's not going to have the speed to catch up with Lucas Vasquez. Ooh, or does he? I also want to say Ancelotti has not used this 4-4-1-1 formation in the Champions League. Or I guess he definitely didn't use it last round against Man City. I mean, Ancelotti really is a master tactician, and you need to know it. He wants the speed of Vinny to go directly at these center backs, and he's making it happen. Man, the commentators must be listening to me because they hear what I'm saying. This new formation is next level.
It's Euphoria. That's what it's called.
Yeah. Man, he said he'll take him for a run. Kim don't got it. Kim is getting thrown into the fire. I'm over here in my group chat. My group chat. I keep saying now again. This Crows thing has come out of nowhere for me. But now I'm standing on this soapbox talking about Crows, the best midfielder of this generation. My boy told me, nah, it's KDB first and then Crows, and most people would be inclined to agree, or even throw Modric in there, throw throw some other midfielders in there. But again, when I think about the pedigree, that's really what does it for me. It's not only that Kroos has been on the best teams, but he's a starter and an important player. Who are you passing to? Goretzka and Sane. But it's really the fact that World Cup winning teams, starter, important player. Bayern Champions League early on. Early in the 2010s. What was that? 2011? Starter, important player. And then let's obviously 4 or 5 Champions Leagues with Madrid. Man, that means he's got six Champions Leagues. It's kind of unprecedented. And the man is still playing and still balling. All right, I'm off my high horse about that. I don't know who I'm trying to prove it to. At times, Jude just leaves that midfield, lets Rodrigo sit, and it's Jude and Vinny up top, which is also interesting. I just think they're managing this game perfectly. Rodrigo don't have to go nowhere. Now they're up 1-0. Ooh, counter. Oh my gosh, Vinny had Leroy on skates for a second there. Madrid just look comfortable, man. They look so in control, with and without the ball. Ball Valverde and yeah, up the field. This is interesting? All the attackers come for feet. The runs are being made off of the first pass. I would love to play at Madrid, man. Who wouldn't? But damn. Vinny getting bowled over. Oh, this referee. The referee is Trossard's older brother. Clement Turpin. I guess it would be Clement Turpin. Like Lupin. Damn, maybe he is Trossard's older brother. Bayern look confused. Tuchel, why? Where are the ideas? Tuchel's the coach I want back at Chelsea, and right now he look like he don't got no answers against this. Another corner. Yo, we got Frankfurt and mixed with Madrid fans. Anything but Bayern fans, they just pan to in the crowd. Ooh, good ball, Crows. What another good ball. Now it's time for Bayern to break with Musiala. Can't get control of the ball, of all players. Wow, Crows. Crows is out here playing, boy. Tackling. Well won by Kim. Yo, is Choupo-Moting still on this Bayern team? Can't believe I don't know that. Oi. Who am I looking for? Choupo-Moting. Brenda. What's happening? We're here. Brenda, who you going for? I know you got Dortmund tomorrow. That's the bigger game. It's you versus me in that one. Wow, almost set piece. What you looking at? What you looking at for this? Brenda tapping in from South Africa. While I'm looking up Choupo-Moting. Wow, they are back showing the Frankfurt fan again. I love when cameramen just fall in love with these people in the crowd. Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting still plays for Munich. He's had 2 goals and 2 assists in 26 matches, only 6 starts. He's there on the bench. Don't forget, he's a Champions League clutch player. Not interested in this result. Just here for my commentary. I love it. I love it, Brenda. I got a lot of comments to make about this. I am interested in the result, but I am more interested in seeing a good game. And right now, Bayern are playing kind of a weak-ass game. This is not how you want to be playing at home. And it's not just because they're down one. It's because they don't seem to have any idea of how to go back level. Tony Kroos is running this whole game. And I'll tell you, look, Brenda, I'm in a group chat telling people that Tony Kroos is the greatest midfielder of this generation. And it's a great debate because I don't really rate Tony and never have. But if you really look at it, and you really look at what he's been able to do tonight with this 1 assist, with crucial tackles in the midfield, oy. Nacho fouling right at the top of the box, though. Who's taking this kick? It's obviously Harry Kane, huh? David Alaba sitting on the bench. Still coming back from injury. It's good that he's on the bench. I remember that. I thought that was going to be a season-ending knee injury he had. Leroy Sané taking it. Nope. Harry Kane. Oh! Yeesh. That had some fire on it. Yeah, nowhere near the second thought. The young people around Munich, they were all excited. They're all smiling, but the old heads, They know this is a problem. This is a problem. Oh my God, Bellingham's fast too. That's a foul, ref. And it's gone from one free kick to another right at the edge of the penalty area. Hacked down. The crazy thing about males in soccer is they know too much shit. Not only can they give you full description of their favorite teams, they know unnecessary info on teams they don't even like. What does that mean, Brenda? If you're not a fan of something, you're falling. How's that expression go? If you don't show up for something, you fall for anything. Don't ask me anything unrelated to Liverpool. I don't know. I feel you. I feel you, Brenda. Stay strong with your team. You're loyal. But in the world of soccer, there's so many. You're right. There's so many teams to follow. There's so many storylines. And obviously, we here at Eat Bray Ball. Ball is life, whether it's my team or another. But quite frankly, Brenda, ooh, as Rodrigo hits Kane in the wall of this free kick. Don't many people got a lot to ask about Liverpool right now. There's going to be a lot of questions coming up in the next decade. First question is this Dutch coach y'all bringing in going to make a difference for your team? That's going to be interesting. Because this post-Klopp era is going to be a tough one for Liverpool fans. Lima. This Bayern reminds me of Tuchel's last season at Chelsea. Back passes, safe passes, no attacking pattern, recycling the ball. It's interesting that you say that. His last season at Chelsea, I thought it was more controlled than that. Again, like that was still back, just as Lukaku was falling out of favor and we were really lacked in identity. But to your point, it reminds me more of that PSG team that he was coaching, where it was literally like if Neymar or Mbappe weren't doing anything, PSG wasn't doing anything. Zero real strategy, zero fire. And here we go. I mean, this half has been so just cut and dry. There's no stoppage time. Just halftime, just like that. Yeah, this is definitely painful to watch. I'm surprised more Bayern fans aren't looking nervous in the stadium. All right, there goes one of the quickest halves. Just like that. I almost want to go back live on Instagram, see what the tap in with the people, but you know what? We're going to stay here. We'll go live definitely on IG at the end. I'm going to take a quick break, y'all. Stay tapped in. I'm going to go grab some more tea, keep my voice warm. Um, and I will be back. We back, chat. We are back. Lancelot says, no matter the tactics Tuchel decides to use, it's useless if your most potent attacker is meters away from the box. You want your best goal scorer to be as close as possible. Man, that's been an interesting facet of Harry Kane's game his whole career. As great as his distribution is, I mean, Harry Kane really is more of a 10, right? He wants to come back. He wants to come, be a part of that play. Who is going to give? Man, imagine if Kane and De Bruyne were on the same side. I just wonder how Manchester City would look if it were Kane instead of Haaland. I'm just so curious to know. And honestly, I wonder how Bayern would look if it was Haaland instead of Kane. But I mean, that... And now we're listening to Michael Richards rap over here. Let's stretch the back out. Man, a pretty tame game, to be honest, from the Bayern standpoint. It's a really interesting one because you're at home. You're not going to have no joy at the Bernabeu. We know that. You got to do it now. Very curious. This is where we see what real coaching tactics are. I'm really curious to see how they come out this second half. That's where we'll see if Tuchel is. And again, for Chelsea, I had gained so much because, again, I was a PSG fan while Tuchel was coaching them, and it just didn't make sense. Even when they got to the COVID finals of the Champions League that one year, it was because of pure and utter malice from Neymar after coming back from his injury and getting back into it after being back in Brazil, where he kind of Neymar going back to Brazil is like, what's Batman, the Dark Knight Rises in the Dark Knight series, that last one where he was in that jail after Bane broke his back and he was just doing push-ups. Like, that's what Neymar be doing in Brazil. He'd just be out there doing push-ups, playing foot volley. Next thing you know, he comes back to Europe and his touch is crazy and nobody can stop him. But again, I think it's harder for Tuchel to manage big-time players. I think it's easier for Tuchel to manage kids and try to put them in a formula. That's why he did so well at Dortmund. And that's essentially why he did so well at Chelsea. He had nobody, no real egos, and the one ego he had to contend with was Lukaku, and that was a problem. So for me, I've been saying that I want Tuchel back at Chelsea, but now I'm thinking about it, and I was like, and I think I want a coach who can manage players properly. And I would like to bring back Lukaku. That's my personal opinion. That's where I'm at with it. Ooh, that's good. Homemade chai tea. If you want the recipe, holla at your boy. Let's check the Twitter sphere, see what they talking about for the game. I've been trying to use Twitter a lot more recently. As of recent, it's tough. Does Chelsea have a solid candidate to be their coach? No. As far as I'm concerned, they're still hoping Poch will steady the ship. And I'm done. I'm Poch out for sure, bro. I'm Poch out for sure. Man.
Welcome back, everybody. Second half to go in Munich, Champions League semi-final first leg between Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. Real ahead. What about that, Peter and Guillaume?
Así ganó el Madrid. That's how Real Madrid wins. First 20 minutes of Bayern, excellent Bayern, and then Real Madrid goes and scores. Then they've been defending on the edge of the box. And what do Bayern?
Let's check what the sports books are saying now. Real Madrid minus 125 and now Bayern plus 350. It's been a complete flop. Remember, at the beginning of this, Bayern were plus 250 to win this. Actually, no, I want to say they were plus. They were minus 125. Oh, no, they were going for a draw. They were plus 125, and Madrid were plus 250. Now Madrid are negative 125. I mean, this is... What a switch. Rafael Guerrero has come on. Who's he coming on in place for? Wow, coming on for Goretzka, one of the players we said would have to be a key player for Bayern to do well in this game. That's not a good start. All right, second half. Let's see if Bayern's done anything. Second half. Let's go, boys. Guerrero, who's a usual left back, is coming on in the midfield for this Bayern team. Really interested. Curious why Thomas Muller hasn't coming off. I didn't see much of Goretzka, but I definitely didn't see Muller either. And Madrid knocking the ball with chemistry yet again. Just know where all of their players are, know how to get it to them. Oh, where's the score? Brenda, my bad. What am I thinking? You are not lying. Where is the score? Coming up right now, Brenda. I can't even believe I didn't left it off this long. Can you see that? We're here, Brenda. We're here. 1-0, Real Madrid. Start of the second half. 46 minutes. If you want to queue up with me, I'm at 46:59. 47. Look how calm and composed Madrid look on the ball. They don't even look stressed. Tuchel doesn't have a pressing formation.
Summer of 21 against Rudiger. One of only 4 that he scored against a Rudiger defence in those 12 encounters.
Vinny coming off the left, overloading the. Ooh, tough ball.
I don't think Allen Ginsberg's part in US cultural history is under any great threat from Caro and Hector at the moment.
We back.
Valverde, Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo. Managed to get to that one.
They're just playing around with them. Muller does not have the speed to be the first person of counterattack.
It's not sticky. Took a few minutes for Bayern. Times have gone forward and it's not been held up. It's a 5 foothold in the game. It's been comfortable. Real Madrid all of a sudden. Crowd jumping. It's only 1/4 of this stadium. The rest is quiet. The rest is sat watching pensively. Strangely passive for a Munich crowd.
Wow, Jude, turn.
Real Madrid clicking again on the counter with Lucas Vazquez combining with Bellingham.
Ah,
Broken up by Lima. Probably been Bayern's best player so far.
look at Kane, looking for places to pass the ball.
The lack of real attacking cutting edge. They've had moments, haven't they?
I think Gnabry's got to come on for Muller. I think speed and attack is what Tuchel needs to be worried about right now. Because Madrid are having, this is just an easy training for them.
Only the one falling to Harry Kane when he couldn't get the touch out of his feet. Yeah, they might get his fist closed on Saturday within the opening 30 seconds. A different game and a different mood.
Look at Ancelotti just eating his gum on the sideline, chilling. Through ball, you missed his run. And here's a counterattack. What a ball, Vinicius. Bellingham's got crows. Golas, oi! I mean, it's just too easy for them. Look at Jude's feet. Oh my God. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Dirty in the Real Madrid cause. Really got to sacrifice themselves in this team because they're in that block, they're in that shape, and then coming out of it. It's not just the yards, it's the sprinting yards, it's the high intensity yards that they've got to do timing to
Wow.
provide that threat. Combination never have to do it all themselves. So Sane running into a bit of a dead end. Everyone knows he wants to come inside onto his left foot. Little touch makes that save even better.
Yeah, it's a good save.
Score many Tony Cruz. All film this season. That was back in September. Lima. Sane.
Sane outside. Oi, what a goal! Oh my God. Lashed at it.
He just changed gear there.
It's Game on. Yeah, he went to another level. And you know what? I will say that's Tuchel putting him out on the right side for him to cut in left and be really what he is. Now we're seeing Tuchel do some coaching, but I mean, that's a lot of Sané. Sané looked the most likely to score, but coming off that left side with his left foot, it wasn't working. But coming off this right side cutting in, what a laser. No question marks on the keeper. Are you kidding me? That could have broke Lunen's arm. He's lucky his hand didn't touch it. Oh my God, what a strike. What a strike. This is nuts.
His 48th goal for Bayern Munich comes 185 days after number 47. 25 games without a goal.
Yikes.
On the quarterfinal at Arsenal 3 weeks ago without scoring. And now he leaves his mark on the semi-final. Overdue and overjoyed.
That's right. I guess he didn't score against Arsenal. He just ran through them, and it ricocheted.
Sané is back there. Live off the touchline, didn't he? That yard of space, that bit of movement, bit of space in front of him, inviting him. He did it before, moments before, into a dead end. It wasn't there, it wasn't then, and it looked like it was a repeat of absolute performance tonight. How his evening had been going, and then out of nowhere, just came alive. It was just in a different gear to the rest of the team's performance so far, and I think that's probably what caught Lunin out. Different velocity about the way he surged forward, different velocity about the shot that he delivered. Here's Thomas Muller.
Now Muller finding passes. Musiala. Penalty. Wow. This game has turned on its head.
Harry Kane will step up.
Look at these dudes. Muscle heads over here.
Bayern Munich maybe just about to go ahead. He turned it on his head in moments. See the leg, the tap. It's not a lot, but it's enough.
Wow. It's a soft pen, for sure.
Side tonight
Yeah.
angles the leg. Asks to be tricked.
That's what happens. You dangle the leg.
Good at it. We saw it in the first half. We've seen it all his career. Word in his ear, Tony Rudiger. Well, I love this because Harry Kane took one here on Saturday, pulled it high to the goalkeeper's eye. He took one at Arsenal 3 weeks ago when he waited for David Raya to move and then rolled it to the goalkeeper's left. He's 6 out of 6 for Bayern this season. He can take all kinds of penalty. And why on earth Tony Rudiger thinks he knows what's coming next, I have no idea. I just don't.
Look at this guy with the braids like Nabry in the crowd.
Lunin, who's saved from Bernardo Silva.
Harry Kane. Will the curse follow him, or can he score a goal to put his team in pole position? Whoa. With the little stutter.
Nobody has scored more goals in this season's Champions
I don't want to be that guy, but I scored one just like this weekend. You know, you stutter just at the end, move your head, and then just slot it home. That's it.
last year to score goals and win trophies. He might still do.
Game on. Bayern is back in it. Now, I predicted 3-2 Madrid, and I knew it would have to happen this way. I knew Bayern would probably have to get an early start, but it was actually Madrid who got the early start. Bayern's coming back. Let's see what they do now.
Then from Harry Kane, will it be the slam? Will it be the pause? It's the pause, it's the weight. Doesn't take much, just that glance and that lean from Lunin. He knows where you're going. He knows he can score. He's got the confidence, he's got the ability. His 8th goal in this season's Champions League takes him level with Kylian Mbappe.
Wow. Harry Kane is now tied for Golden Boot in the Champions League with Kylian Mbappe. That creates a nice storyline headed towards the final. Logic, we here, boy. Logic Banks in the building. It's game on. 2-1 Bayern. Just like that. And now Madrid got to play. They were comfortable. They were almost too comfortable. God, I love this game. I love this competition, man. And now Rodrigo's gone right. You know the ref's not calling this stuff. Real Madrid has gone more in the formation that we're used to. Rodrigo on the right, flanking, him and Vinny flanking Jude, who's going from deep to the highest point up. Dortmund winning tomorrow, says Brenda. We're going to see tomorrow, Brenda, but I don't know. We're going to see. I got high hopes for your German boys. We going to see. I really don't have high hopes for your German boys. I got to be honest. I can't see Dortmund doing nothing. But again, they gave PSG trouble. Oh, my God. Muller has found Kane. Rudiger knocks him over. They want a free kick. They want a PK, but he's never going to get that. If Kane had taken a better touch, just let it go. Wow, Kim seems to be the one you got to expose. He is the press trigger. That was a weird touch. Could have scored on his own keeper there. Do I know the game RuneScapes? I do know the game. Never played it, but I do know the game. RuneScapes. My niece plays that. She plays Roblox too. Only game I've ever played loyally for my whole life is FIFA. And Taboo. Medio, good stuff. Chouameni, good feet in the middle of the park like that. What a ball, Crows. Oh, Rodrigo with the feet. Beautiful. I just came back from eating, and now the game is looking like this. Lancelot, you blink. You blink in this Champions League, and that's what happens. Craziness. Craziness. Let me catch you up. Tuchel came out, threw Musiala on the left and Sané on the right, and added Guerrero to the middle. Took out Goretzka. Still didn't look that good until Sané, coming off that right flank, cuts in hard with a left-footed laser. Suddenly the game is 1-1. And Bayern found their fire again. Then Musiala did a couple of dances in the box, drew a PK, literally 2 minutes later. 2-1, just like that, man. Exactly, Lancelot. Tuchel, what kind of halftime show talk did you do? He did some tactician stuff, and it seems to be working. He's going to need the crowd in it, too. But before that change from Tuchel at half, Leroy Sané apparently hadn't scored in 100 days. Nuts for a player of his caliber. I think Leroy's now at the age where he needs to be thinking like Real Madrid Ronaldo. Oh, Vinicius. That's the thing. Madrid can just get these out of nothing. Kroos gets a yellow card. He's thinking his players are getting fouled too much. Goes and takes it upon himself to just rake across the back of Kane's legs. Tough. Yeah, Lancelot. Tuchel can do some dancing. Wait, Tony Cruz, yellow card. Camavinga's now come in for Nacho. Wow. Chouameni's going to play center back, and Camavinga plays back. This is interesting. There's just no confidence in Nacho. Talk about Ancelotti playing the way he want to play. Ancelotti put Camavinga in to be an enforcer in this midfield, apparently. Wow. Wow. Bayern heating up. Wow, free header from Eric Dyer. But Lunin, right at Lunin. What a ball from Rudiger to set Lucas on the way. Lucas too much of a touch. It's game on, folks. Madrid still look comfortable on the ball. Wow. He got the ball. I don't know if that's a foul. Yeah, Dyer should have done a lot better with that header.
Thomas Muller marking him. The only thing that could put him off really is a centre half. Not going to get many better chances. Scored for over 18 months, Eric Dyer. Madrid need reinforcements. Luka Modric and Brahim Diaz are imminent.
Yeah, Camavinga looks like he is just out here to tackle. Wow, Musiala dances past Vasquez. Can we show that replay? What did Musiala do? Did he just like flicked it over past Lucas? Yep. Wow. Musiala has a lot more speed than I thought he did. I didn't think he could come off that wing and really just burn past a defender. Granted, Lucas Vasquez is aging, but
Just about managed to help there on his way, but the bad news for Lunin, this is another one coming. 3 players on him. Kim, it's Lima who's trying to put him off. See drowning him there. It's not so much when you're in the air or when you're catching the ball, it's where it dictates it takes you during the corner, whether it drags you out of position, just takes your eye off the ball. City trying to test him with in-swinging corners. This is Kimmich from the right, so this should be
will Eric Dyer get another free header? Yes, he will. And it ricochets again. Wow. Nobody decided they wanted to guard Eric Dyer. He's sitting in the back there. Eric don't know how to put it on target, though. Guess it don't matter. What a ball from Muller.
pretty much 4-5-1 at the moment. It's almost Bellingham who's playing as the lone front man. But it hasn't steadied their share.
Yeah, it might be time to throw a Modric on, definitely, or a Brahim Diaz. But are you taking out any of these attackers? I don't think. You want to take out Rodrigo, Vinny, or Bellingham for sure. And again, there's another leg, so it's not like you want to throw more offense on and unbalance the team quite yet. This is intricate from Madrid. Vinny. Vinny with the feet. Oh, yeah, yeah. Scintillating stuff. A set piece. Or is Kroos going on target against Neuer? Good ball in, but Kroos looking for the yellow card because he's got a yellow card on Kane. And in comes Luka Modric. Modric coming in for this man, Jude Bellingham. And Tony Kroos coming out. Brahim in for Jude. Kroos out for Modric. This should be interesting. Again, Ancelotti just playing FIFA out here with these people. Modric first. Oh, referee. Over here falling asleep. Falling asleep from excitement. All right, what does this mean? About 13 minutes left. Muller loves those long diagonal balls, but he missed Harry Kane there. Will Muller play the full 90? Man, where could Modric go? Wow, what a ball. Right on cue. Vinny Jr., right foot? Left foot. Denied by Manuel Neuer. What a ball from Modric. They definitely, if Madrid want to do something, they need to isolate this kid Kim a little bit more. Wide. Thomas Muller's not playing the full 90. Giving in for Serge Gnabry. This is a chess match. They got pieces on the bench, both teams. Wow, good D. It's gonna have to be this. It's gonna have to be this Kim guy. Looks like Vinny's talking to Ancelotti saying just that, bruh. It's gotta come through this left side, man. I'm ISO'd with Kim. He cannot handle me. Lancelot said, "Oh, Tuchel, how you close my mouth." Now you seeing him as a coach, huh, Lancelot? Man is a tactician. Again, I don't know if he's the best with big-time players, but... Ooh, referee, that's a PK. Wow. And now Rodrigo's won this penalty. Yeah, man, a little too much contact. Vinny turns, Rodrigo turns, Kim, and just who I said. Wow, this man, Kim, what are you doing? Yeah, man. That's who the weakest link is. That's who you got to expose, unfortunately, for Bayern. Can Vinny Jr. put it past, possibly, arguably, not very arguable, the greatest keeper of this generation? Wow. And Vinny does it. This is so perfectly locked. Now, some people on IG said 2-2. I think Madrid is this. I'm a little confused why Bellingham's not on the field. Because it could be a time for, it's Bellingham time right now. Will Madrid get one more and assert their dominance? Headed back to the Bernabeu. If it happens, it's going to happen through this number 3 on Bayern, Kim. It's going to happen through him. He is the weakest link on the field, especially in the back line.
The gamble here
Telling you.
from Vinicius Junior was that Neuer was going to go down, was going to dive. From that point on, just the lift of the ball was enough to take it past him. Direction really doesn't matter. Just got to lift it that bit.
Game on.
Semi-final already. We've got 90 minutes more to come in the Spanish capital next Wednesday afternoon. Tomorrow, elsewhere.
So what do you think is going to happen? Are they going to close up shop? Ancelotti will use Bellingham time for the second game. Big facts. Big facts. I don't know what. I mean, they all but have La Liga sewn up. I don't know what he's saving him for. But again, Ancelotti hasn't made a lot of wrong moves.
Prospects. And this one isn't quite over yet.
They got Cadiz this Saturday coming up. And then Munich after that. You're right.
84 and a half minutes, and we are still no nearer knowing who is going to Wembley from these two.
And they got 84 points over Barca 73. You're right. I think Ancelotti was just switching things up, bringing in some different vibes. Gnabry's got to be offside, no?
Will he score from there or here? It's Serge Gnabry.
Wow, Gnabry looks a little off.
Thomas Tuchel is merely human like the rest of us. You know, including that last Wembley final in 2013, these two clubs have won
Well off.
7 of the 11 Champions League finals played since then between them. Neither's lost a final at that time. And we said it during the quarterfinals, and Bayern sports director Max Eberl said it last week. A club's history and past record in this competition somehow counts for something in the here and now. It's reputational, but it's real. Eberl said Arsenal just didn't have that. Real Madrid most certainly do. And it creates an aura, and it's difficult to beat an aura. Yeah, and it's one that you're both aware of, and feel that Bayern Munich got the confidence, they've got that German swagger, which can only be matched that they know by Real Madrid. There's one team they look at and think we are junior too, and that is Real Madrid.
Now Rodrigo's making way
And we're now part of the
for Joselu. Throw a big guy up top, see what happens. I love Ancelotti's subs. Who is Choupo-Moting coming on for?
so Davies.
Oh, I mean, I'm Alphonso Davies. I'm tripping. Alphonso Davies coming on for Leroy Sané. Great goal from him. Bayern are going to really need a lot more from him. Tuchel has decided to close up shop. No more goals is what Tuchel's trying to do. Take it to Bernabeu tied. All to play for next round. I see you.
They must have started wondering, as we were, where was he going to come from for Bayern Munich? It's come a couple of times and enough to give the question mark to Real Madrid. A lot of headlines flying around the ether about Davies and Real Madrid. Recent stories have suggested that maybe Real's interest is just cooling for now. He has only a year on his current Bayern contract, and they might just try to wait for him to see that out. Big year ahead of Alphonso Davies with the Copa this summer, and it's only going to be 25 when the World Cup comes to Toronto and Vancouver. Raheem Diaz. Fresh, pacey, committing another dangerous
Wow.
challenge.
And a goal kick.
This time. Had to get that right. Enough for the ball there. Good tackle, good defending in the end. Good feel that this Bayern Munich defence got a right back at left back. Kim Min-jae out of form, out of the team at times, has got some answering to do in the second leg. Yeah, well, whether Matthias de Ligt will be fit and ready for the second leg remains to be seen. He's not involved in the squad at all tonight. Doubtful Meccano is on the bench, but he's been nursing an injury the last couple of days, twisted his ankle in training. We said at the start of the season, the third choice centre back in De Ligt, a player who wasn't at
Wow, that was random. I've never seen something like that before.
best
Alfonso Davies really playing high up. He is not here for defense. Tuchel put Alfonso on this left wing. Nabry's on the right. Here's Alfonso here. Loses the ball. Interesting.
Kick has been given in Real
89th
Madrid's favour.
minute.
7 games unbeaten against Bayern Munich, and it looks like it's about to become a This is Junior, scorer of their 2 goals.
Ball, Vinny.
Pacey will beat this ball to the dead ball line. Decent cross too. Hosselu was waiting.
Hoselu fouling people. Isolating the boy Kim Min-jae.
Easy move. And Hosselu was 34 last month. This is his first season in the Champions League, but he's physical. 6'3" of him, and maybe they just fancied he could really shake up Kim in these closing stages. It's a centre forward's instincts, and that run across the near post. Collision. It's a mere accident. This is what happens in football. What happens when you play Leroy Sané. So often vacant at times this season. This guy hasn't. He's been providing all season. He scored in the first half, the goal that separated the two teams at half time. There's 2 Bayern Munich goals we've just seen from Sané and Kane in quick succession. Gave them the advantage and the impetus for Rodrigo won the second penalty in the evening. This is dispatched. No problem here for Lucas Vazquez, yellow card. Didn't see him shown a yellow for his penalty foul on Musiala. He mustn't have been, but he needed time to go on for that. Sure, with moments to go in the game, coming up against Alfonso Davies, turning up on the halfway line.
3 minutes of extra time.
The second leg, incidentally.
Looks like it's all headed to the second leg.
A little over 60 seconds to play. And Series 1. Kimmich. Kane. His escape here.
Mm.
Couldn't quite control the cross in the way that he would have wanted. It was running away from him. A bit too honest as well. There was a little slide in from Germany. Sure whether Thomas Tuchel's agreeing with me, but you feel like it was a tackle that wasn't needed to be made that he made there. Spinning to reach the Champions League final for the 3rd time in 5 years with 3 different clubs. And if you're looking for a new club next season, it's not a forgiving job. Remember, Real Madrid once dismissed another German, Jupp Heynckes, 8 days after winning the Champions League back in 1998 because they finished 4th in the Spanish league and they weren't happy. Doesn't look like Gnabry's going to score. He's going to let Thomas Tuchel down really badly tonight, but we've not been let down.
There it is.
Splendid arena, a wonderful setting.
It ends in a tie.
Marvelous semi-final.
Let's go live on IG one time.
And in 7 days' time,
We are here.
we'll have a
1 week until it's all to play for to get to the final. Real Madrid have tied
marvelous second leg.
Bayern Munich 2-2 at Munich's home. All to play for at the Bernabeu. Gonna be a very, very interesting game. Kicks with pace, my boy Yachty. What you think, Yachty? Obviously, your team Liverpool's got nothing left to play for. What of the Champions League? What are you thinking about this, huh? What do we think about this tie? Who's who finished this game better? I guess Real Madrid probably is in a better spot to take it home with everything to play for. It was a good game. Yachty, for sure. A good game. Definitely fun to watch. I knew it would be high scoring. I honestly thought Real Madrid would squeeze one out 3-2. Assert dominance at home. I did not think that they would be so dominant so early on in the game. It's crazy. Madrid-Dortmund final is what Yachty's predicting. Man, kicks with pace. I am not seeing that at all. You think PSG are really going to choke against Dortmund, huh? You think Dortmund is just playing at a different level right now? You think Emery Can is going to beat out the young boys, Warren Zaire-Emery and Vitinha in the middle? I'm not seeing it. Julian Brandt and them, Adeyemi, all those guys. Again, Dortmund's a good side, but I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing a lot of youth in their defense. I mean, Dembele, Mbappe, Barcola, they're going to have a track meet against those Dortmund boys. I'm very interested. There has to be one upset. You don't think I mean, Madrid still have everything to play for at the Bernabeu. I think hopefully this game has shown people that Tuchel actually is a coach. He is a tactician. It was definitely, I mean, Bayern looked absolute garbage. I was confused about the Mueller inclusion, but it wasn't Mueller, you know. It was Goretzka who got subbed at halftime for Guerrero. I think he needed a little bit more speed in the midfield. But Tuchel just pulling Sané and pushing him off to the left to let him cut in and use his left foot. That was Sané's first goal in 125 days, they said. It's nuts. And that was a goal. That was a wing forward, playing on the opposite side of your foot, cutting in, inverted winger's top goal. It was fire. So Kicks with Pace says there has to be one upset. I cannot see the upset coming on this. And quite frankly, Real Madrid being, I mean, Bayern being the underdogs in this game is kind of crazy to me too. But Madrid did show that they are the more dominant team. They know what they're doing, especially after beating City. It is Madrid's to lose. Don't sleep on Dortmund. If they win the first leg, they will win the tie, huh? Let's take a look at what we have to see tomorrow. And I'm hearing Thierry is backing up that thought that Tuchel is a real tactician. They are talking about Tuchel coming back in at halftime and rearranging his formation to make it make more sense for them. I think Harry Kane drops too deep. It's so confusing why to have such a dominant goal scorer not be in the box when the wingers have the ball wide. They don't do any kind of crossing. Let's see what the lineup is for tomorrow. Obviously not the lineup, but May 1st. Primero de Mayo. We here. PSG Dortmund turning on just 24 hours from now. Maybe we should say 22 hours from now. Come on, let's line up. My bad, y'all. Trying to check this Dortmund PSG potential lineups for tomorrow. I just don't see PSG flubbing it at this point. It's crazy. Let me see what my people got to say about it. Instagram, what do y'all see? Y'all see Dortmund actually pulling it through PSG? Where did I say I was going to go to? The speed of Dembele, Mbappe, Barcola versus Maatsen, my Chelsea boy, Ian Maatsen in the back, Schlotterbeck, Hummels, and Ryerson. Obviously, Adeyemi is going to bring problems. Julian Brandt's going to bring problems. Jadon Sancho up against Mendes. That's going to be a very interesting, that's going to be real fun to watch. Donnarumma, Full Krug is doing the thing for them right now for Dortmund. Obviously you got Marco Reus coming off the bench, even though, is he injured again? No, I think he's all right. It's Malen who's injured right now. Sebastian Haller is also injured, so he can't come on at the end of the game and give no kind of extra boost. I'm just not seeing it. I'm not seeing it at all. I'm going back to a comment Lancelot said at the very end of this game. He said Ancelotti will use the Bellingham time for the second game. He's given Bellingham a rest, accepted that he needed to get something different in there. Ancelotti, like the tactical awareness of both Ancelotti and Tuchel was very prevalent during this game. The way Ancelotti just started bringing on them subs slowly but surely. Yeah, it's time to switch something out. Let's bring on Brahim, see if we can get some speed up there. Time to take off Rodrigo. It's beautiful to watch. It's real coaching. And again, Tuchel did his thing. Tuchel came out at halftime. It was looking like Real Madrid was going to come out and start really busting Bayern in. I thought it could have easily ended up 3-0. But again, you gotta, and this is something that I don't think City even does well. You gotta just put your best players in the position to just go be themselves. And Leroy Sané, say what you want about him over his career, he's a game changer. The speed, the shooting, all of that power. The man came in out of nowhere, scored that crazy goal. A laser of a shot. You could call Lunin a keeper error or whatever for his near post, but I swear, if Lunin got his hand to that ball, his hand would be broken the way that Leroy shot that ball. That's just how it works. All to play for in Madrid next week, next Wednesday. A full 7 days and change from us right now. We will see what happens. I'm predicting a Real Madrid rout at the Bernabeu. I think they're gonna go and take this game to Bayern, and there'll be nothing Bayern can do with the tactics from Tuchel or not. It's not gonna matter. I think Real Madrid are getting through into the final. So Lancelot said Dortmund scored 4 goals against a defensive team like Atletico Madrid. I'm curious about what they'll do. I hear you, Lancelot, but Atletico, known as a defensive team, has not been that very defensively savvy this year. And as a matter of fact, it wasn't until Simeone tried to go back to his old ways of being more defensive that Dortmund really had a chance. Had they continued to just press the issue, granted, Lino was out in that second leg. They had to shift some things around, but had they continued to just be offensive, I don't think Dortmund should be in the semifinal. So we'll see. Dortmund did do it. They allowed, they added that pressure that they needed to really make Atletico uncomfortable. The thing is, this is going to be an open game. We know it's going to be Dortmund versus PSG. PSG don't got a lot by way of defense. So it's literally going to be y'all's attack versus ours. And I just think PSG has more firepower. That's really plain and simple how this is going to go. So I'm really interested to see what they do. Immortals Football Club, Javi, what's happening, my brother? We see Real Madrid is doing their thing. I think they're edging out Bayern right now. I'm sure they're happy to go home with this 2-2 draw with all to play for. Who are you seeing in the final? That's what we want to know. That's the last question before I get out of here. Again, a great game. Champions League has not missed yet. Hopefully we get a good game tomorrow for the second the second game in this first leg round. But I honestly don't think PSG is going to flub like they did early in the group stage. I think they know Dortmund well. They've played them enough in the group stage to know that they need to go there and turn it up. So we going to see. We going to see. Outside of that, who would you name the man of the match? Harry Kane? Vinny Jr.? That's an interesting question. I'm curious what Fatmob gave the rating. Lancelot, PSG considered 3 goals against the worst team in Ligue 1. Defense will play a big role. I agree with you. I think, actually, I don't agree with you. I don't think there's going to be any defense in this game tomorrow. I think, yes, Dortmund are going to try, but they're going to get overrun. And we already know PSG can get counterattacked. They can concede goals. We already know that for a fact. Immortals Football Club says not Lucas Vasquez. What's wrong with Lucas Vasquez? I mean, he definitely, he led a penalty, and it's funny because we were singing his praises at the beginning of this game. Lucas Vasquez has been Real Madrid's secret weapon and most underrated player for so long. He is paramount in those number of titles that they have, at least 4 of those titles. He was definitely Zidane's go-to guy. Kept Bale on the bench for Lucas Vasquez, but you're right. Didn't play the best game at right back. They're really missing Carvajal. But he was able to get out on the break sometimes and try to find some things. But you're right. Lucas Vasquez definitely not the man of the match in this one. I'll agree with you on that. We will see goals, Lancelot says. We will see a lot of goals in the PSG Dortmund affair. More goals than this? What's the over-under? Over or under 4 goals in tomorrow's tie, PSG? And while you answer that, Lancelot, I'm going to say Javi's comment from Immortals. He's amazing. Facts. He's talking about Lucas Vasquez. Not his night. Tough night against Musiala. Bro, I didn't know Musiala was that fast. That is crazy. Musiala showed some real speed. I've always thought of him as like a central player. He's a box merchant. He does what Gabby Jesus does, but actually scores goals in terms of dancing around players in the box. But, yeah, to see him out on the wing and give Lucas trouble, and granted, Lucas is aging, whatever. That's one position that Real Madrid really haven't figured out how to sew up for next year. What right backs are they going to use? I'm curious if Joao Cancelo might, pull a Figo and just switch on over to Real Madrid side. That would be an interesting pickup. Or if Danilo can come back and revive his career at Real Madrid. We don't know. We'll see. Who would be the best right back option for Real Madrid going forward? But Lucas is that utility man, that consummate professional who keeps coming in, and right now he's got the job until Carvajal gets healthy. Yeah, Lancelot. It was me and Lancelot talking about how great Vasquez was, and he said, what a plot twist for Vasquez. Lancelot's learned 2 things today. He's learned that Tuchel actually is a tactician, a good manager who can change the game, for sure. And we've learned that, Lucas Vasquez, though the most underrated Real Madrid player, can have nights like this where he's clearly playing exactly how he is. This has been fun. This has been a great game, y'all. I'm excited for tomorrow. A lot of people are saying Dortmund, Dortmund, Dortmund. And I'm saying it's time for PSG to really show their dominance. Obviously, they've kind of limped up to this point. They've had an easier road than this side of the bracket, than the Madrid side of the bracket. Madrid are hardened for that, but they have been ready for this Champions League. I'm so excited to see what PSG and Luis Enrique bring to Dortmund. Again, they've played them already twice in the group stage. We gonna see. Tuchel wanted to play tactics at the end of the season, says Lancelot. That's how we do it. You put the guys that you need out on the wings. You put your players in the position to go and get them goals, man. That's what you need to do. That is it for me. Catch me tomorrow. Same time, folks. Same time, ballers. It is the semifinals of the Champions League. Again, we got PSG versus Dortmund. 11:30 tap in, 11:30 Pacific time. Tap in with me either here on Instagram while we do a little before the game and after the game little wrap up, or come tap in with me for the full time on YouTube. We're here. Lancelot, appreciate you tapping in, brother. Come back tomorrow. All my people on Instagram, make sure, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You will not miss a thing. We go live for the most fun and important games in club football here. The Champions League has been rocking this year. We got a couple of more games left until we find the king of Europe, you saw me very early in this year when nobody gave them a chance. I put PSG up there, and my team is still up there. My money is still up there for grabs. We gonna do it. Hey, we out of here. Pavlo, we'll see you tomorrow. Instagram, we'll see you tomorrow. Make sure y'all check out this rap beef. We still got rap beef going on. Kendrick has dropped his latest bars. He's going hard. We gonna see it. We gonna talk more about it tomorrow. Outside of that, I'm hollering at y'all. I'm signing out. EPB Watch Party. Instagram, YouTube. We will see you tomorrow, all right? Peace.